Have you heard about the growing concern surrounding the Biden administration's collaboration with outside groups to suppress certain types of speech? Well, it's becoming a hot topic, especially with a key hearing set for this Tuesday. The focus? A deep dive into what Missouri Senator Eric Schmitt is calling a vast censorship enterprise that involves a tangled web of federal agencies and NGOs working together to limit Americans' freedom of speech. Schmitt, who is leading the Senate Judiciary Subcommittee on the Constitution, isn't holding back. In an exclusive statement, he slammed the administration for what he sees as an overreach, claiming that both federal agencies and non-governmental organizations, NGOs, were involved in flagging and even removing posts that were deemed disfavored. This, he says, goes far beyond what most Americans imagined when it comes to restricting free speech. But wait, what exactly does this all mean? The Missouri senator has been at the forefront of challenging what he sees as an erosion of First Amendment rights. Back in 2022, while serving as Missouri's Attorney General, Schmitt filed a lawsuit accusing the Biden administration of colluding with tech companies to censor Americans. Fast forward to now, and Schmitt is pushing for legislation that would hold both social media companies and individual bureaucrats accountable for censorship. However, Schmitt insists that the battle isn't over. This hearing, he says, will shine a light on the key role NGOs played in supporting this massive censorship network. You might be wondering, what role exactly do these NGOs play? Well, Schmitt isn't the only one raising concerns. In fact, a recent ruling by U.S. District Judge Terry Doughty confirmed that NGOs like the Stanford Internet Observatory and the Election Integrity Partnership worked closely with the State Department to flag content that was later suppressed by social media companies. This content often came from political figures, organizations, or media outlets with conservative viewpoints. Doughty's ruling raised eyebrows, suggesting there may be a case of viewpoint discrimination, a term you don't often hear in mainstream discussions but one that is making waves now. To add to the complexity, the case that went to the U.S. Supreme Court, Murphy v. Missouri, saw the court reject a bid to stop the Biden administration from pressuring social media platforms. The ruling was a disappointment to many, and it sparked a broader conversation about government influence over online speech. As the hearing approaches, it's clear that the debate over free speech and the power of the government to regulate it is only getting started. Schmitt, now a U.S. Senator, has vowed to keep fighting for the protection of the First Amendment. Will this hearing bring new revelations? Will it lead to significant changes in the way government interacts with social media and tech giants? One thing's for sure, it's a battle that's far from over. In the meantime, Americans are left wondering, how much influence should the government have over what we see and say online? Should there be a limit to what is flagged, and who gets to decide? These are the questions that will be at the forefront of the hearing, and they matter more than ever in this digital age. Stay tuned. This is a developing story that's likely to have lasting implications for the future of free speech in America.